Hi, I'm Jay Mendez Napier, and you're back for 2-point perspective, level 4B. We're going to go ahead and finish this bridge. Suspension, water underneath. Difficult? Maybe. We're going to go ahead and make this really fast. And I'm going to go ahead and draw it one more time really quickly so you can see how this takes place. A piece of paper. 35, 45% down. Vanishing point on the edges. All right, so that was the hard part. Now that that's out of the way, everything else should just be completely for fun. So maybe not true. I do want to take out some of the bulk from the bottom of these. Instead of creating just a big old box, I'd like this to be more like pillars. And so I'm going to, again, follow the vanishing point. And as I do so, I can take out some of that mass that's going on underneath. It's possible that I might see a small bit from the other side, but the road looks like it's covering it up. Same thing over here. I'm just going to follow this down from here. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to do the same thing from over there as well. This is going to the vanishing point. This is going to the vanishing point. And by doing that, I saved on some material in the build, and it's still just as strong. I can do the same thing up at the top as well. If I'm into kind of the castle effect, I go ahead and I continue doing my perspective as is. Everything going to a vanishing point, like that. Vanishing point, vanishing point. But now I have these open windows. I'm going to do the same thing with this vanishing point over here from the top of that. Now it kind of looks like I have this castle effect going on. As I mentioned before, perspective is essentially a mathematical equation. So missing something as small as these lines, even though they're not very big, and going in the right angle, is going to throw the whole thing off, and someone's going to notice that this is not exactly correct. So maybe you don't add all these extra things. But if you do, take your time. Remember, this is just a sketch. All right, let's go ahead and place this somewhere. It's easy to do. Mountains, maybe a bay area. That is a horrible hill. Don't like it at all. Great thing about having your eraser. Water is flowing around. Maybe there's some boats out here. there is a boat traveling underneath. Speaking of vanishing points, if I did put a boat underneath here, it does not have to live on that vanishing point. I mean, it can, but currently, A, this is a horrible boat. And B, it could be turned differently in space. Which brings us to a dilemma, which is, can you have more than 2 points of perspective? And the answer is absolutely. You can have a lot of points of perspective. This structure and where we're standing currently is based off of these 2 points, but that boat is moving or shifting in the water. I see it, my perspective hasn't changed, but its angle or direction has changed, and therefore it could be running off of a completely different set of vanishing points. Looks a little safer now. It's not so close to that bridge. Water moving around. All right, let's go ahead and finish this out. Now, again, it's a sketch. Everything for me starts with a sketch. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just want to get the layout down as fast as possible.